And now there's this discussion that's engulfing a lot of the sports media landscape about, hey, did LeBron James handle this properly? Hey, did Stephen A. Smith cross a line with LeBron James' son? There's a lot of discussion about fathers and sons. So why would two people, and again, I can't put this on LeBron. LeBron handled his on the sideline, brief moment. You can't really hear what LeBron is saying. But here's Stephen A. Smith, the elder statesman in all of this. And his appearance on Gilbert Arenas is one of the most profane, idiotic, baffling explanations I've ever seen.
Shit like that could happen with somebody like LeBron. But LeBron up here, and he know he up here. He don't give a fuck. The problem is when it comes to the media, God damn it, I'm up here. You understand? And as a result, you can sit up there, you can make some noise and make a scene and do whatever it is that you do. But you see, I got 10 hours of airwaves a week live. And I got my podcast. And I got other outlets. And y'all don't even know what the is coming down the pike in terms of opportunities I got coming my way. I'm just getting started. If you had something to say and you said, Stephen A., you free today? Man, I got to rap to you about this LeBron shit. It's a scheduling issue if I don't show up. I'm not running. Because, yo, Stephen A., I think that's some shit you did. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Now, if you still think I'm up after I give you my version, I'm good with it. But the point is that, to me, when some of these players do shit, it's like everybody just take it as gold. I'm like, really? I'm like, they don't lie. They don't lie.
The biggest liars.
They don't bitch up sometimes. I remember one time, KD, one of the many times he talking shit, was sitting up there talking about, well, you know what? No, who the he talk to? He in Brooklyn. He know about Golden State. What the hell he know about what's going on? He turned around, he did a double take. Because that night I was sitting with the owner. Another night it was a GM for another team. Another night it was one of the GMs, assistant GMs. It's like, you don't know who I know. There isn't a team in the league that I can't get information from.
This whole thing is gay. There's no one sitting back saying, hey, man, let's handle this like a chess game. Let's use logic. Women are controlled by emotion. We're men. We're going to play a game of chess. There's no one saying that. There's just everyone posturing. Stephen A. Smith barely weighs 160 pounds, and he's trying to act like he's some tough guy. And if LeBron had approached him in this way or that way at a different time, he would have done this or that. Cut it out. Have they installed this many idiots everywhere and the idiots are so in control of the conversation that we can't even recognize their idiocy? I'm listening to basketball players because Stephen A. Smith got a bag. He got the $100 million from ESPN. I'm looking at all of these guys, Gilbert Arenas, Kenyon Martin, Nick Young, Rashad McCants, all of them like, Stephen A. Smith is possibly the biggest fraud they've ever seen in the sports world. They know he lied about a college basketball career. They know he's a pathological liar. But they all sat there and genuflected in front of him and acted like they were listening to someone who, had figured out how to cure cancer, how to get to the moon, how to get to Mars. You would have thought Elon Musk or something was talking. This is a pathological liar with a phony background who's not intelligent. And I guess I get it. If I'm an athlete, I'm like, hey, man, I really don't have anything to offer the broadcasting world. So let me just mimic whatever Stephen A. Smith is doing. And if Stephen A. Smith is going to come on here and be a buffoon, well, I can be a buffoon too.
Whether you're using unencrypted or unsecured Wi-Fi networks, ExpressVPN keeps you safe by shielding your connection from prying eyes. It makes you much more anonymous, helping you browse the web without leaving a trail. Plus, ExpressVPN makes it more difficult for advertisers and big tech to track you online, putting you back in charge of your digital footprint. Find out how you can get 4 months free by clicking the link in the description box below or by going to expressvpn.com/fearless.
The other, I want to play this clip of Matt Barnes talking about the Stephen A. Smith deal, and Matt talked about how he would have handled it, and how I'm going to confront someone anytime, anywhere, whether it's at the airport, whether it's here, whether it's there, and I'm going, oh God, here's another 40-something-year-old former NBA player has made quite a bit of money. Somebody in the Hollywood jumped on his bandwagon and has promoted him and given him TV shows and set him up as some sort of example to young men, particularly young black men. And I'm listening to this like going, this has to be intentional. They want all of these people as dumb as possible, leading everyone to do dumb things. Matt Barnes, in his 40s, some type of father, listen to how he suggests he would have handled this and his overall message here on the Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James confrontation. Play the clip.
LeBron has probably been the most scrutinized superstar in the history of sports, period. And I think he knew what he signed up for. Now, on the flip side, the father side, understanding Bronny's path to the league. Some people say he belongs. Some people say he doesn't belong. By the way, he's killing in the G League right now at 21, 5-5. NBA numbers haven't been very solid, but he's still young. He's still growing. Never in the history of the NBA has the 55th pick ever been this big of a deal. Ever. But I just think, again, when Stephen A. says something, it hits different with some guys. And granted, could he have handled it a different way? And that's what you guys are saying. This was Bron, wanting everyone to see. And I didn't look at it that way at all. I just thought, as a father, he's seen the dude. It brought the rage up, and I'm gonna address that shit right where I'm at. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm at the airport. I'm at the game. I see him in LA live. I'm gonna address it. And I think that's how I kind of took the situation. But I just think at the end of the day, people have to understand, man, like, again, LeBron signed up for this. He's the face of the league. He's worn the cape for a long time, and he's been scrutinized heavily. Whether he deserves it or not is up to the people scrutinizing. But it's different, man, when you have your kids and your children.
Well, I know. So that's Matt Barnes' contribution to this. It's on site with him anytime, anywhere. Are we not plagued with this mentality? Do young black men, and I guess even middle-aged 40-year-old black men, no impulse control? None. Oh, if I'm disrespected, I'm getting triggered and I'm going to get physical, I'm going to get up I'm going to escalate every situation. No one with any type of biblical worldview, no one with any type of, hey, I got larger responsibilities to my kids, to my wife or baby mama, to my mother, parent, father, family, to God, my employer. No one injecting any of that into the conversation and thinking about the fact that, like, young people are going to take their cues from me. I have an opportunity to share wisdom with young people and elevate them rather than posture here as the biggest tough guy and lead them into a mindset and a way of carrying themselves that will get them into further and further trouble. But just remember, all of these guys, they're all pro-black. They're the people that are out trying to save black people. They're keeping it real for the culture. Well, what is the culture? The culture is death, and that's what they're keeping it real for. They will help you follow and adhere to the death culture, where black people shoot and kill each other and have constant conflict and don't know how to resolve conflict in a nonviolent way.
Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.